So as I'm talking about it, so I'm going to talk about it. Switch over to water for the rest of the day. Yay! Sleep! The OG first level nuke. Start with Beck Me. But you know what? Beck Me and Old School Essentials are exactly the same. Range is the same, 240 feet. Doesn't go up with levels. It's stuck at what it is. Right? 2d8, no save. Up to a 4+1 hit die creature. Just roll 2d8. Start the bottom, work your way up, and as long as you got hit dice to subtract, you're good. If you look at the TSR level AD&D, it's a little different, and I should have already had it open, but I didn't because just didn't. So take me a second to look it up. I could go by memory, but we all know that that's a bad idea. And here's what I'm talking about. Dragonslayer looks a little different than most others. You got your segments, which we don't use. Duration, 5 rounds a level. Sound familiar? Basic and Old School Essentials are 4d4 turns. Range is 240 feet. No save. You get to AD&D. Up to 1 hit dice is 4d4, and then you slow, and it goes up to 4+4 hit die. Well, a lot of people don't realize that. You can get slightly bigger than an ogre. Eyes in, +3 more hit points. That's a few creatures, very minor. Mainly you'll get like bugbear chiefs, basically, right? Or lieutenants. So you'll get a few chieftain types and a few other small, large humanoids, right? Minimal. Now the range though is 30 feet plus 1 foot of level, or 3 inches plus 1 inch of level. 30 feet plus 10 foot of level. Dragonslayer does the same thing. The main difference is AD&D, no save. You get to Dragonslayer, saving throw. Up to 4+1 hit die. If you are casting at a ogre, there's no 0 to 1. It's a single ogre. You can put it to sleep. Whereas with AD&D, it's a 50-50 chance you put the ogre to sleep. So there's some give and take. Some would call that balance. Oh my gosh! Between them, I kind of like that. You're guaranteed to put up to an ogre to sleep. In AD&D, I had some players get hot because I'd roll 50-50 to see if an ogre fell asleep. He just got a little drowsy and then woke up. He did not like it. So that guarantee, if you got one ogre, put it out. If you got a hot mess of minions running around, you could put quite a few of them to sleep. 1+1 to 2 hit die, 2d4, 2+2 to 3, d4, 3+3 to 4. Bugbears, 1 to 2. You could get lucky on that 2d8 and get a whole passel of bugbears and stuff to sleep. Not so much. And one other thing that I just noticed a minute ago, did the illusionist get sleep in AD&D? No. But guess what happens in Dragonslayer for a second level spell? Your illusionist, which makes more sense. Enchantment, charm, illusion, fairy. Can you sleep? So you could have an illusionist casting sleep at 3rd level. That's kind of handy. And it does say Eldritch Slumber. Now this is something I've done over the years. I consider a magically induced a slumber, which is deeper and harder to wake up. Could be them Disney films when I was a kid. Who knows, right? But it does define a 30 by 30 foot area of effect in Dragonslayer versus the 20-foot cube that is in the others. Actually, in BX, it doesn't say. So it says 240-foot range. So you could honestly say 240 feet. I put the enemy to sleep in a 240-foot radius. Because it never says a 20 by 20 cube or a 30-foot radius. It just says range, 240 feet. So I have ruled in BX that sleep was very powerful. I cast sleep just on all our enemies around me, and they would just start to fall into slumber. Which allowed them to cast sleep and slumber through a wall that was not properly leaded or anything. Because I put everything around to sleep. But if there's a bunch of sheep or a bunch of farm animals, they would fall asleep first and not the guards behind the wall. So you had to be careful. Also, you had 0 level dudes in the courtyard, and they start falling into a slumber, and the guy on guard duty is watching everybody fall asleep. He knows there's a wizard. There's foul sorcery about. But I don't remember Illusia's getting sleep in Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. Or any of these other clones. I don't remember them having it. I could probably double check Old School Essentials real quick since I got it open. Since I got the PDF open. But it says Magical Slumber in Old School Essentials, and it doesn't really say that in BX. It says sleep. So there was a little bit of interpretation. If we go to AD&D, the material components were a pinch of sand or rose petals, right? Alternate magic item uses, if you want to boost up and play with meta magic in your basic games, I've always used a rare to find black sand, which can be found along the River Styx or in certain choice parts of the Underdark where it is kind of like evil or close to fairy or whatever you want to put, where it's close to the Shadow Realm, that duration is extended to permanent until awakened. So you get this spell component that becomes very valuable to your party. I'm going to put him to sleep. I'm not going to wake him up. I'm going to step over him. And if something comes along and kills him, good. If he never wakes up, if his prince never comes, fine. I use my black sand. And those are ways you can power up and boost your party to where they have the certain uses, right? That way those spell components, rare and wondrous spell components like the Fabled Black Lotus or whatever, become very valuable. Same way with the say an enchanted rose or something like that, or a rare rose that your druid finds. You're foraging or you're making some weird forge rose for stuff like that, and they find, oh, I found this rare wondrous. What's it do? It doubles the duration of your sleep spell. It gives a minus to the sleep spell. But you have X amount of uses, and they would hold on to that. It's a way to boost up your wizards and give a little boost. I'm going to start doing a lot more of that. I've done it off and on through the years. Here lately, I've had a bunch of die droppers, some die ploppers, and I think it'd be wasted on. So I hadn't done it. I'm going to start doing it again. Just here and there. We're going to be doing a lot of rare and wondrous spell components from their plundering of Highfell anyway. So we shall see. Just thought I'd throw it out there this morning. Either you hate it or you love it, but sleep spell is one of the most go-to spells for a wizard, even as an archmage. My personal wizard memorized sleep for underlings. It's like having a minion knife or a pistol on your Dr. Doom armor. I'm not casting my good spells on these guys. Sleep! You guys need to cut their throats. I ain't wasting my time. But, yeah. Do you love it? Do you hate sleep? What do you think about it? I have met groups who say you can't play low-level D&D without it. And I'm saying D&D is a brand. I play Old School Essentials, formerly, and BX, not as much, and I run primarily Dragonslayer. So, yeah. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Sleep the old powerful? With the Dragonslayer finally find the median that makes it more useful? I've been playing it, and guess what? No one's making them damn saving throws. 5 goblins. They're all still falling down. 17 or better is kind of hard, man. I'm just saying. Sleep spell. Magical slumber. Put in some cool stuff or a magic item that enhances your sleep spell. Make your wizard the sleep guy. You only get to memorize it once, but then it makes making them scrolls way more efficient. More to make your guy last longer. So you know that first chance they're going to get 250 gold pieces going to that scroll. 250 gold pieces going to that scroll. So you have forced in between time, which allows your more chaotic members to carouse and get into trouble, and then your wizard is like got his nose buried in a book. Like all nerds do. You get your nose in the book and you lose track of time. What do you mean Throngdar is in the damn Hooskow again? He did what to the town? Well, we gotta live here, guys. Later.